What's going on, guys? I'm gonna quickly recap this night, give my thoughts. Before I do that, I just want to give. I seem to have about 125 subscribers. I'm grateful for each one. I want to tell a little story about myself, a little background about me. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Recently lost my job to a long story short, some mistakes from the past caught up with me. I'm a college graduate in the healthcare field, got my license snatched, and for the past 6 months or so, I've been unemployed. And story I want to share is um, about 2 years ago, I was at a casino, and this older guy was talking to me. He was saying that if you know how to gamble, you can make a lifetime out of gambling. So pretty much, he was explaining to me that for about 10 years of his life, he played blackjack on a daily basis. He went to the casino with 20 times the bet. So if he's playing $25 hands, he'll go with $500 and he'll bet the minimum. And he told me that he set a quota of $200 every day. Once he hit $200, he would leave the casino. He said he could count on his two hands the amount of times that $500 was lost before he hit $200. And he explained to me that the reason people lose money gambling is because when they start winning, they get excited. They start betting more and higher bets, and they feel like they can really hit the bank. They don't ever have a goal where they say, "Hey, I'm gonna pull out." So after I lost my job, um, I kind of searched for ways to make money. I kind of took his advice. So I go to the casino daily, and during the week, the casino near me they have $15 blackjack games and they have $25 blackjack games. So during the week, I take $300 with me, and for 6 months, his strategy has been working. As soon as I get to $200, I leave. And today was a rough day. That's why I was late for my video. Is that normally it takes me about 2, 3 hours at the casino. It took me about 5 hours today. The weekend is just crazy. I think it's a conspiracy how they try to get your money, but I did get the $200. Came home and tried to go live. It was a little late. Tomorrow I'm gonna go real early, and I won money today, so I'm gonna set my instead of $200, I'm aiming for 150 tomorrow at the casino, and then I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna shoot for a 5 o'clock live show. Between 5 and 6, I'm gonna be finalizing my lineup with the injury updates, and then between 6 and 7, I just want to take the time out and just concentrate on helping people with suggestions and building their lineups. So that's my goal for tomorrow. And so you know a little bit about me. I'm a professional gambler. I go to the casino for a living, and once I get to a certain amount, that's my daily paycheck. I come home. Um, Draftkings. If you've been following me, you know I win most days. I had two lineups today. This one here didn't do too well, but this one won in every contest that I played it in. I bet a total of $45 today, guys. If you add this up, it's $45, and I won 113, so just about $70. Some days, I think the days that I won 40, 60, 50, and now $70. So in a week, that's already $200 plus my $200 a day at the casino. That's how I make a living. And the reason I share this story is to maybe motivate someone to know how to gamble. Don't expect to hit the bank. Some lineups have high reward, but the risk is too high. If you want a slow and steady approach, if at the end of the month, I'm gonna cash out over $1,000 just on DraftKings. On the first of each month, I withdraw my money on DraftKings. The money is in my account by the fifth, and most of the time, that's how I pay my rent. Um, so I've been successful. I've been living off of this. I'm probably gonna start um looking for some work soon because there's no retirement or pension in gambling. But um, just so you know that I'm serious, this is what I do. I'm good at it. Um, Another winning day. We're gonna start another streak. I even hit the top five. $5 turned into $50. I was number four with 264 on my main lineup. I had two lineups. This one I entered eight. This one I entered five. The one that I entered more, the single. Another thing is, stay away from the sharks, man. You see, I enter a lot of single entry lineups, man, and that's why even though I don't get into the 300, I will still win because everybody could only enter one lineup. So it's not a computer spitting out a bunch of lineups, and then you're dealing with all these people. No, you're dealing with one person putting forward their best pick, and most of the time, my best pick is in the winnings. So a lot of people say they have a proven system. The proof is in the pudding for me. Every day I show you guys my results. You know that I'm legit, and I'm not. I don't have any handouts. I didn't tell you guys a story so you can try to donate money to me. I will never accept money um, unless I eventually like open a website and do articles and take a professional approach to this. I'm not gonna put my hands. I'm not gonna give you my PayPal and tell you to send me money. It's just not my style. Um, I've actually had offers, people requesting for me to give them lineups, and I told them, why pay me for lineups when I give it to you for free? The lineup that I play on a daily basis, I publicize online so you guys can play it. Um, I don't have anything against the Sharks, but I know how it feels to just try to win a couple dollars in a day, and $40 to $70 on a daily basis online betting on sports, something that I love, is a treat for me. You know what I mean? It's a reward in itself. And if someone else loves sports and DFS as much as I do, and I can help you, if you don't want to take my exact lineup and you ask me for my suggestion, I will give you a honest feeling of how I feel. But let's go through today's slate. James Harden, DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan a week from today, yes, last week this time disappointed me with a 19-point game. That was my first video that I posted. I swore that I wouldn't play him again, but the matchup was just there, man. And when you have a feeling about something, you got to go with it. Yesterday, I had a feeling that Rubio would not do well. He did not. Today, I had a feeling that DeRozan will. He did. I had a guy in my live chat. I think his name is Baha Mihi or something like that. He goes, "You're playing Joseph over Lou Williams and Patrick Beverly?" First of all, Lou Williams does not start. He's not a starter. Yes, he comes off the bench and he is very efficient when his shot is falling, but he is not a starter. So if I have a starter that's going to give me 30 something minutes against the worst defender in the NBA in a Schroeder, it's a no brainer. I didn't hesitate on Corey Joseph. I was never considering taking him out, and he hit 6 to 7 times value. Um, I also gave you guys a strategy with Quincy Acey and Trevor Booker. I told you that they're going to hit 50 between the both of them, and if you add their prices together, that's 6 times value. I actually thought one would do better than the other, but they both made value. It was a good call. Dwight Howard, his flow was pretty stable. He could have did better. Nowitzki, honestly, I didn't want to play him. I really wanted Noel, and he was in my lineup initially, and then I realized Noel was sitting. So Nowitzki was his replacement. Tony Snell could have did better, but the lineup cashed, all right? And this lineup didn't. It was a bad lineup, but I just want to show you guys that, I'm here to help you. During the day when I'm not at the casino, I really don't have much to do. I'm home getting fat and studying sports, and I love it. Bills are paid. I love it. My girlfriend works, so she try to help out. And lately, she hasn't even had to try to help out because gambling is winning for me. So that's my thoughts on that. This lineup, the reason it didn't do well is because I could tell you for Kemba Walker and Alfred Payton, they both started off the game well and they were doing well, and then the game blew into this big blowout, and neither one played the fourth quarter. Draymond Green, I had the feeling that he would do well. He didn't do that well. Chris Middleton, Dwayne Wade. That's the thing with these older guys, man. He was doing very well. First quarter was good. Got a good little run, and then they sat him longer than they normally did, and then he came back in. He wasn't the same, and then it turned into a second half blowout, and I didn't get any fourth quarter minutes from him. I was surprised they brought James Harden back in the game in the fourth quarter because it was a blowout. They brought him back in and he put up like 10 more fantasy points which proved to help me win money tonight. So the dominoes fell in place for me tonight. This is a preview of tomorrow's lineup. I'm gonna do a video after this one going through the lineup itself, and then I'm gonna do another video going through the entire slate. All right.